Hi, my name's Tom. I'm from England. I use Instagram out of the free social media accounts the most. I have 250 followers and I follow 200 photos.
Hi, I'm Ayano. I'm from Japan. I mainly use Facebook and I have 500 friends.
Hi, my name is Shui. I'm from China. My main social media platform is Snapchat. I have 35 friends.
Tom is a British guy who has spiky brown hair, green eyes, and he got muscles.
Sayano is Japanese. She has wavy dark brown hair. She has dark brown eyes, and she is very, very chill.
She is Xingwei. She is Chinese. She has shoulder length hair and pale skin and brown eyes.
Each of us uses at least 6 different kinds of media platforms, but not all the platforms are using high frequency. The 3 main platforms we use the most are Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. However, we all use these 3 social media platforms in totally different ways. Tom uses Instagram the most, where he posts calm and relaxing photos who he mainly shares with friends and people he knows personally. He sometimes uses hashtags, which helps him to reach his target audience. This enables him to expand his current amount of followers. He, however, prefers to keep his followers more restricted to people he knows. While Ayano uses Facebook as her main platform to communicate with friends and family, so she uses Instagram more so for friends. Although she uses this platform frequently, she barely uses Snapchat. Ayano doesn't use Snapchat as much as she is more interested in communicating with people she has strong ties with. For Xingyue, Facebook is what she wants to show to the people she knows. Instagram is basically showing off for users she doesn't necessarily know. And Snapchat is a platform that she uses for close friends. Xingyue has sometimes deleted pictures posted on Facebook, which is partly why she has adopted and uses the newest platform. Let's start with Instagram. Instagram is more for showing the better moments in our lives. This platform is mainly used for showing off activities we took part in and the things we own. Tom is an active user on Instagram, although he doesn't post photos frequently. He has 252 followers and following 267 users. Most of them are his friends, sports celebrities, or music artists that he likes. Ayano is also an active user on Instagram, much more active than Tom, but Ayano sets her account as a private, which means that only her friends or people she knows can see her photos. She has 286 followers and she's following 300 users. Most of her posts are homemade food dishes he has made or eating out, smiley photos, videos with her friends, and her favorite TV shows. These are also reflected by who she follows. She follows cooking, TV show accounts, and her friends. Xingyue is an active user as well, but she uses Instagram in a totally different way. She's trying to avoid posting private things on Instagram, as she only uses Instagram as a platform to share his photography work and travel photos. She only got 200 followers, and most of them are her friends. She follows 251 users. Most of them are either her friends, photographers, or artists. She also posts live pics, but she will delete them a couple of days later because she's sharing life is not her main purpose on Instagram. So far, her followers are only her friends and like her, but she is hoping to attract more amateur photographers to follow her. Let's move to Facebook. Facebook is generally used as a method of keeping in touch with many friends. It enables easy communication amongst many people in group chats. Tom checks Facebook frequently but doesn't really post anything. He sometimes tags it in photos and posts from his friends, but hasn't really revealed much about himself within the last few years. Ayano started her account in 2013, having almost 500 friends on Facebook, which are all of her friends in reality. Although she used Facebook as a main platform because she had relatives, teachers from the past, and friends who are not so close, she cares about what she posts. For example, she posts some videos or pictures of herself doing silly things on Instagram. But she does not do the same on the Facebook. On Facebook, she only posts pictures which have no issues with anyone. Xingyue began to use Facebook in 2013 as well, having 260 friends, but half of them are her friends' friends, which means that they don't know each other in real life. She rarely updates status and pictures, but mainly uses just to see what her friends are up to and what kind of events they are going to. So Facebook for her is like a community that brings all her friends together and enable her to catch up with the community members. Now let's talk about Snapchat. Snapchat is for quick and effortless messages, which are commonly used for close friends who we have close tie with. Snapchat is a newer platform that we have all started to use more recently than both Facebook and Instagram. Tom uses Snapchat on a daily basis, whereby he sends close friends a few messages. These are often humor-based messages. This demonstrates Tom has few but strong ties on Snapchat. Although Ayano has an account, she barely uses Snapchat. She just checks it once a week, or just when her friends send her some pictures or messages to her. She sometimes reads some subscriptions on Snapchat, but she doesn't follow any of them. The content of these subscriptions are more human-based. Xingyue used Snapchat as her main social media platform. She has 35 friends on Snapchat, and most of them are her closest friends. On Snapchat, she posts often updates her story from daily life, which includes food, classmates, and funny selfies. She not only sends photos to specific friends, but also posts them on My Story to make sure all of her friends can see. Also, the subscriptions she subscribed are various.
Based on people how use social media later classifies them in 7 overlapping groups. In our case, Ayano and Xingyue are creators at the top of the ladder. They are opinion leader who makes social content consumed by others. Compared with them, Tom's participation isn't nearly as intense as being a creator. He's critic. Critics are those people commenting on blogs or posting ratings. Tom rarely uploads videos or pictures. He prefers post reviews online, comment others on Facebook.
Although Tom doesn't have a massive number of posts, he reached a relatively large number of likes. However, Tom tends to not reply these comments. He often forgot to reply those comments until he reviewed his posts. Even so, he's more active on leaving comments and likes on others' posts. Ayano sometimes forgets to reply to comments on her posts, but she's more likely to reply to comments and think about the content of the replies carefully. Xingyue is less active compared to Tom and Ayano. She rarely replies to others' comments or leaves comments on others' posts. However, she tends to like other people's posts that her friends have shared.
Since Tom, Xingyue, and Ayano has different characteristics and social technographic layers, there should be different reasons that motivated them to log in social media. There are 6 common impulses. First, affinity impulse, which means participate in social media could give them a feeling of affinity. For example, if they feel delighted when they use social media to get in touch with their friends and make new friends, they have affinity impulses. The second one is personal utility impulse. People who have this motivation usually seek for something on social media, and before they join it, they will ask themselves, what's in it for me? The third common impulse is contact comfortable and immediacy impulse. People who have this feeling can be regarded as really engaging in social media because one of their habits to connect with friends on social media, and this become one of their lifestyle. Xingyue and Ayano belong to this part because once they leave their phones or cannot get others' responses immediately, they will feel anxiety. Next is altruistic impulsive group. These people use social media to do big things, such as donation or volunteer, and social media is a platform that could satisfy their needs. Some people may feel curiosity about others, and this impulse encourages them to get into social media and feed their interest. The last one is validation impulse. People who are self-oriented and self-highlight usually post on social media just according to their own opinion. They won't consider it more and just feed their ego on social media. Tom got into Instagram because validation impulse. Therefore, he didn't post a lot on Instagram, and the style of his photos not really consistent because he posted just following his mind.
Tom occupies the least amount of digital space as he has far less post pictures than what Ayano and Xingyue has. Xingyue occupies more digital space as she has used multi-phone platform much longer than Tom. She has, however, deleted some content from many years ago, so she doesn't want to be associated with it any longer. Ayano occupies the most amount of digital space, mainly due to the posting many photos of herself with friends and family. She often tags and is tagged in other people's photos as well, which therefore occupies even more space as more content and likes are guaranteed, for example.
Therefore, if we use the levels of development as brand model to analyze and evaluate their profile on different social media, we could find that they're all in nascent stage if we regard them as a brand, because they don't have enough followers and a community world vision. So in this level, what they are trying to do is for more followers. They create content, promote with results effective marketing, use feedback as a map, and are prepared for change. For example, Xingyue are trying to use consistent style of posts to show her characteristic intelligent, but for Tom, he is still trying to enhance outdoorsy image and don't have enough posts. Ayano shows a really cheerful image on her social media about her daily life and could impress others.
Hence, taking Tom, Xingyue, and Ayano as an example, now we give some suggestions for companies which are in nascent stage. Firstly, companies should aim to have overall own personality, because it helps companies define their audience. And they should keep focus on posting constant content which may give their customer a certain perspective. Secondly, based on different social media features, they could make different strategies to make works more effectively. For example, Facebook is more of a messenger site which is suitable for manufacturing a hot topic, whereas Instagram is a photo sharing site more than instant message. People on Instagram prefer looking for exquisite pictures. Hence, when companies trying to manage their official account on it, they should pay more attention on the quality of image and the constance of their style. In addition, Snapchat is a platform which is more private than others. Companies should use Snapchat to provide special content to their audience. It could make audience more engaged with them. Finally, it's also worth to mention that companies should be more active to create some social content, pay more attention to feedback, and interactive with audience timely.